Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to online class of biology of class 6. How are you all? Hope you all are fine there. Today I Achal Mittal going to teach you biology. Students, I have given you holiday homework in your summer vacation. I hope you all have done that. And today in this video I am going to give you lesson number 3. As you all know, till lesson number 2 I have completed before summer vacations. If you are having doubt in lesson number 2, you can see my previous video. Now in this video I will explain you lesson number 3. Not further delay, take out your book.
Friends, here's your book. Now open lesson number 3. Your lesson number 3 name is cell, the basic unit of life. So students, first of all, what is cell? Suppose here is a wall. Here is a wall. Okay. As you all know, wall is made up of bricks. Okay. So as a wall is made up of bricks, same as our body is made up of cell, we can compare a cell with a brick. So here is one brick is the unit of wall, same as our body unit is a cell. Okay, I hope you get it. What is cell? So it is a cell. Now next, here, now come on the explanation. Living world includes innumerable type of plants and animals which show a large variation in their external features. In living world there are lots of human plants, but there are differences in their external appearance. Trees are different, animals are different. There is a big difference between trees and animals. However, all of them resemble each other in one respect. Their bodies are made of numerous building blocks called cell. But there one small resemble, that is, all plants and animals are made up of cells. Understood? Now next, in an organism, the cells are organized to perform different function and work together with a common aim. In organism, all cells are organized. What is the work of cell? Cell do all the function, all different functions and work together with a common aim, a particular aim. To fulfill a particular aim, they work together, all the cells. Okay, now next. To sustain a life, they work together. Therefore, we define a cell as. So, here's the definition of cell. Here you can see a basic structural and functional unit of life. So, what is the definition of cell? A basic structural and functional, means which make our structure, which do our functions, that is cell. And cell is the unit of life. Okay, I hope you all get this, the definition of cell. Now, next. In this chapter, we will study about the structure, composition, function of a plant cell or animal cell. Both cells I will define in this chapter. Okay, now come on next. Next topic is discovery of cell. To understand the discovery of the cell, you have to read about who discovered cell and who has given the name cell. So student, first of all, you read this history study of the cell, historical history of the cell. Here I am zooming in, you can see. So first of all, Antony von Leeuwenhoek, the scientist, was the first to recognize the living units of organism. First of all, he identify a living unit. Next, Robert Hooke. Here you can see Robert Hooke. This one. He is the scientist who discovered the cell. Robert Hooke discovered the cell. Then Robert Brown discovered nucleus. Matthias Jacob Sheldon, he said all plants are made up of cell, and Theodor Schwann discovered that all animals are made up of cell. And Rudolf Virchow, here you can see, he has given cell theory. Here you can see cell theory. It means according to cell theory, he said that all organisms are made up of cell, and all the cell structure is a functional unit of living being. And the third point, all cells are made up of existing cell, means which is already present in our body. That cell discover means made new cells. Okay, according to the cell theory. Here is the cell theory. You can see here is the cell. You have to read this historical study of cell. Now come on again, discovery of cell. Cells are very small. Here you see, cells are very small and invisible to naked human eyes. Means we can't see with naked eye. Cells are very small. Our knowledge of their structure was made possible only by the invention of microscope. Microscope is a scientific component which we use to see the smallest animals, organism, cell. Okay, and subsequent improvement in it is technology. Antony von Leeuwenhoek developed the first simple microscope which was made up of single lens. He was the first to observe tiny single-celled living unit in a drop of water. So what you get here, you can see simple microscope Leeuwenhoek. Here's a small lens, here's a screw. In this diagram you can see what he said. He saw a unit in a drop of water, but he didn't name them as cell. उन्होंने नाम नहीं दिया था सेल को. Okay, now come on next page. Page number 36. Here on the top of the paper, in 1663, here you can see Robert Hooke, an English scientist, devised a compound microscope which was made up of two lenses. But in Leeuwenhoek simple microscope, there is only one lens, and he didn't give the name cell. Okay, now here Robert Hooke made compound microscope which was made of two lenses. He examined a thin slice of cork under this microscope and observed that it was made of tiny honeycomb. Cork, have you seen champagne bottle, that the cap of the champagne bottle, that is a cork. In that cork he observed microscopic like structure, that honeycomb like structure, that is very tiny, and compartment like structure piled up together. He named these structure as cell. That structure they named cell. The term cell is derived from Latin word cellular, meaning room or small compartment. Okay, so who given the name cell? Robert Hooke. And where he discovered cell? In a slice of cork. And which type of microscope he made? Compound microscope. So these are the internal question. Understood? Now come on, here you can see the diagram of compound microscope. Eyepiece, body tube. Okay, this is the compound microscope. Now come on next. Students, this you have to read yourself here. Okay, father of microbiology, Antony von Leeuwenhoek. You can read, you will be able to understand it, this one and this fact zone. Okay, if still you are having any doubt, you can ask me in comment box. Now microscopic and biology. Microscopy and biology. Of all the techniques used to study organism, microscopy is probably most important. Vast majority of living organisms are too small to be seen in any detail with the naked human eye. As I already told you, with the naked human eye, we can't see the cell. We need a microscope to see the cell. So, microscopy is the study to see the organism in the cell. So, here you can see the cell and their organelles can only be seen with the aid of the microscope. Okay, so this line you please remind, the cell and their organelles. Some organelles present in the cell, organs of the cell, we can say that we can see only by the help of microscope. Okay, now here some organisms are so small that they can be seen only by magnification of 2000x or even more. Some of them cause disease, therefore without the microscope disease would have never found a cure. Okay, so we need microscope to see the organism, small organism, by which we can see the disease. Okay, so in this way, in microscopy, here magnification and resolution both are important. If you want to see the clear picture of something very tiny, you need magnification and resolution both in the microscopy. Okay, now magnification. What is magnification? Is a measure how much large a microscope or set of lens with a microscope within a microscope cause an object to appear. For instance, the light microscopes typically used to magnify up to about 4,100 times at the actual size. So magnification is to enlarge the images by the help of microscope. Okay, we can see 400 times the actual size. Now resolution. The resolution of microscope or lens is the smallest distance by which two points can be separated and still be distinguished as separate object. The smallest the value, the better the clarity and detail in the image. So resolution of microscope or lens is the smallest distance by 2 point. So if small is the value of the cell, then detailed image you can see. As much as small you will cut the any section, then you will be able to the clear detail structure of that cell or another thing, okay, which is smallest, which you cannot see with the naked eyes. I hope you all get the meaning of this chapter. Till number 36 I have explained. I will start from page number 37 in my next video. So you all have to read this page number 35, 37, 35 and 36 again. Okay student, it is sufficient for today. I will meet you in my next class with another topic of cell. Thank you. Have a nice day.